Yo, what's going on, guys? King here. In today's video, I want to take you through a Power Fist build for the Bulwark to help you complete those hard daily and hard weekly stratagems, as well as solo and true solo absolute operations. This build is one of the best melee builds in the entire game because of its tankiness and its ability to one-shot Majoris level enemies and knock down Extremis and Terminus level enemies extremely quickly. So we're going to jump right into the build, starting off with the secondary weapon being the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol. With the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol, this is mainly going to be used to help with contested health recovery, and because of its low ammo capacity, we are going to be building to increase that ammo capacity. So the first perk we're going to take is Plasma Collection, increasing the energy reserve of this weapon by 20%. Next, into Rapid Cooling. After killing 7 enemies in rapid succession, this weapon does not heat for 10 seconds. Cooldown is 15 seconds. And then we're going to take another Plasma Collection and stack a Divine Might for a damage increase of 10% on top of that. We're going to move over to Great Might for a 10% increase against Terminus level enemies, and then another Plasma Collection to increase the ammo reserve of this weapon. We're going to take a Perpetual Velocity because we want to increase the charge shots of this weapon, so shots charge 20% faster, and then Efficient Charge. Charge shots from this plasma weapon use 2 less energy. And finally, we're going to finish off the perk tree with Perfect Cooling. After a perfectly timed dodge, the equipped weapon is completely cooled. So the Plasma Pistol is mainly for our contested health recovery. We're going to use charge shots primarily for that weapon, and then we're going to move over to the Block Relic Power Fist, which is by far the strongest melee weapon in the entire game. This weapon is absolutely busted. So we're going to start off the perk tree taking a Perpetual Strength. Melee damage increases by 5%. Into Heavy Preparation. Heavy attack preparation time is reduced by 30%. Applies to the following attacks: Thrust Jab, Back Fist, Hammer Hook, Back Fist 2, and Thrust Jab 2. Then we're going to take another Perpetual Strength and stack another Perpetual Strength on top of that. And then we're going to come over and take Focused Intention. When your health is below 30%, you take 50% less health damage while preparing heavy attacks. So this Focused Intention is vital for the way that we want to implement using this Power Fist, which is primarily with charged attacks, charged heavy attacks. We don't want to focus primarily on light attacks because those charged heavy attacks are going to deal the most damage, the most AoE, and wave damage as well. After that, we're going to take Tide of Battle. Power Wave forward distance increases from 4 to 8 meters. Applies to the following attacks: Thrust Jab, Back Fist, Hammer Hook, Back Fist 2, Thrust Jab 2. Now, the reality of this Power Wave forward distance increase is not only from 4 to 8 meters, it's more like 4 to 15 meters. It is extremely long, and it does increase that forward distance significantly to the point where we can knock Zoanthropes right out of the air using the charge heavy attacks with this Power Fist. Along with Tide of Battle, we're going to change Strength of Will. While performing a heavy attack, you take 20% less range damage, so you're able to charge up that heavy attack with the Power Fist to the second heavy attack charge while taking range damage, and you get that range damage reduction. With that, we're also going to take Following Blow. Back Fist and Back Fist 2 can be performed instantly after a Thrust Jab or Hammer Hook. And then we're going to take Combo. After a successful heavy attack, the next light attack deals 10% more melee damage. We're really taking this perk mainly to get over to this one, Majoris Slayer. Melee damage against Majoris level enemies increases by 10%. And with Majoris Slayer on this, having a double charge for our heavy attack preparation for the Power Fist is basically going to allow us to take a Majoris level enemy from 100 to 0 on a double charge heavy attack. So then moving into the actual perk tree, we are going to be starting off with Intimidating Aura. Perfectly timed parry deals area of effect damage within a 5-meter radius. Cooldown is 5 seconds. Intimidating Aura is going to allow you to parry incoming attacks and actually knock down some of those enemies that you have already chipped damage off of to an executionable state. So very important perk right here. Next, we're going to take Scramble Targeting. If you're surrounded by 5 or more enemies, you take 25% less damage from ranged attacks. That is also going to stack on top of the perk right here. Strength of Will. While performing a heavy attack, you take 20% less range damage for a 45% range damage reduction while we are preparing our heavy attacks. And pretty much in Space Marine 2, you're always going to be surrounded by 5 or more enemies at a single time, especially from Minoris, so that really helps with that range damage reduction so we can get off our heavy attacks. After that, we're going to take Steel Within. When your health is less than 50%, you take 30% less health damage, and for the team perk, we're going to take Focused Restoration. Excuse me. Every 30 seconds, all squad members automatically restore 1 armor segment. So every 30 seconds, being able to get an automatic armor back is extremely important. Armor in Space Marine 2 saves your character from going down or completely dying, because armor, if you didn't know already, having any sort of armor is going to reduce any sort of melee attack damage from 100 to 0, no matter how much armor you have. So having armor at all times is vitally important. In the gear tree, we're going to be taking first Purity of Purpose. The banner deals damage over time to enemies within area of effect. This basically turns our banner into a shock grenade and deals area of effect damage, knocking down. It'll straight up kill Minoris, but it will chip off health of Majoris Extremis and even a little bit of Terminus level enemies as well. After that, we're going to take Invigorating Icon. When the banner is activated, all squad members regain maximum contested health, but recharges 50% slower. This is going to be vitally important, again, for getting back our contested health, especially when you're playing with randoms or lower level players. You're going to need Invigorating Icon to be able to keep them alive, but also to regenerate your own health. And that's why we take the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol, because when you pop Invigorating Icon, whether you have an executionable enemy right in front of you, or if you don't, you can do a charged shot with the Plasma Pistol and basically get back all of your contested health points off 1 or 2 charged shots after popping Invigorating Icon. In the last gear tree, we're going to take Inspiration. All squad members within the banner's area of effect deal 20% more damage, and this is just going to stack on top of our heavy attacks, our charged heavy attacks from the Block Power Fist, to deal an additional 20% damage. That will also play into being able to take Majoris level enemies from 100 health to 0 health off of 2 charged heavy attacks. And then for the signature perk, we're going to take Armored Advance. If you have armor remaining, you do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back. So you basically have no knockback at all times whenever you have any armor remaining, which is going to make your character extremely tanky. For the prestige perks, the first one we're going to take is Auxiliary Reload. Melee kills of Extremis level or higher enemies restore your secondary weapons ammo by 1 magazine. This is just to replenish our Plasma Pistol's ammo reserve, especially when you play Absolute or Hard Stratagems. You are going to see an increased amount of Extremis or higher level enemies, so being able to get your secondary weapon ammo back is extremely important, and again, that plays into our contested health recovery. After that, we're going to take Overcharge. Held and charge attack damage increases by 20%. So again, this is just stacking additional 20% damage on top of our charge attacks. This plays into and synergizes with Inspiration, so that's 40% just off of the perks we're able to take on our character, not even playing into the actual perk tree with our Block Power Fist. And then we're also going to take Masterful Defense. Ability charge is restored by 1% for every blocked range attack. This is going to help us get our banner back more frequently, especially because it is a 50% slower recharge when we take Invigorating Icon. So being able to get that back from blocking ranged Devourers or ranged Sniper incoming fire, or even Minoris, Hormigaunt, Termagant incoming fire is going to help us get our banner back more quickly. And then lastly, we're going to take Standard Bearer. When Chapter Banner activates, you become invulnerable to damage for 2 seconds. Again, just another perk to increase our tankiness, not allow us to get knocked around when we are popping Banner, and allow us to start prepping our heavy charged Power Fist attacks to take down enemies. So that is the full build for the Block Power Fist Bulwark. Again, this is one of the best, if not the best, build for the Block Power Fist in the entire game. There are some other perks you could take to increase the melee damage that play into using your Shield Bash mechanic for the Bulwark, but that will be for another video. If you guys like content like this, make sure you like the damn video and subscribe. And here's some gameplay of me playing through a hard weekly stratagem or a hard daily stratagem with this specific build, so I do hope you guys enjoy.
Atmospheric conditions are suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation. This is as close as I can get you to the Longinus Gamma facility.
Halt and observe.
Tyranny, burrowing class, apex size.
Take heed, Viridian. Trigon target acquisition vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
Stay vigilant.
Brace for the beast, and keep pressing forward.
Crush the ravenous brute.
Tunnels towards our position.
Change position. Maintain formation.
Dragon assault incoming!
Magazine exhausted.
Close ranks, and hunter down!
What's the psychic onslaught?
For the Emperor! Astartes!
We hold advantageous terrain. Change position. Maintain formation.
Equipment there.
Run as one, brothers.
cash here. Fire what will find. Rally at the wall. Alien impact. The gun beast. It shan't be done. Where shall I plant this flag?
Trigon displays aggressive behavior.
Lock objective down. Changing magazine. This location provides sufficient advantage against the Trigon.
A lift station lies just ahead, Viridian. Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's key.
You heard the Magos brothers. Rally at the lift platform. And the gongs close. Our foes will gain no further forces. You failed at ultimate. Face.
Some of the transport lift at the request of Nikos Gallium. Remain patient. The transport lift is out.
Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations.
This is not an ideal round point. Brother, we must keep moving until the lift arrives.
Transport lift status incomprehensible. Begins, ceases. Begins, ceases.
Disregard servo scout.
Regroup on the lift. Get her to the green.
Obtaining audience.
Follow me through.
Contact ready.
Ignoel Metrian welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bio Research Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Damaged servo skull. Mission report.
Viridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am... Irritant signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
Place your faith in Magos Gallio, brothers.
A suggestion: abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos
Biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past?
Ask about Project Zeta-6 if you ever speak to him again.
Nuisance correction requested.
I have never encountered a servo skull malfunction like this.
Maintain focus on the mission.
Ready to deploy.
That is the biggest tyranid I've seen.
Before the day's end, it shall die at our hands.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Mitrium's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Mitrium cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and store in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
Borrower incoming!
Iridian will remain. Multiple Xenos encountered.
Stratis, the facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Find the melter ordnance with dispatch. Scout for melter charges. Melter charge incoming!
Hive tunnel destroyed.
Keep scanning for signs of the triangle.
Inside the facility, you'll find Mitrium cowering in her
Your
data
Regis Reek is a
enclave.
beacon to the Tyranids.
Gallian, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to theories of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, Inu. I must drag you back into the light.
swarm on Xenos.
3 meat lackeys seems like overkill, Galio. You think too highly of me. These poor, inert variables shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids. And you do not care.
Mitrian shut down power to the uplink terminals. You must resupply the generator with a backup power cell. She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second company.
Point marked.
We shall seek out a power cell at once.
I beseech you, Galio. Bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good Grox. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted after the might grows apace.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark. Light and darkness, how easily flesh parts deceive their perception.
Disrupt her attempts to connect with our facilities network. Mitrian will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data, which would deem this mission a failure. Do not let her connect to the consoles.
Viridian is your safeguard, Megos.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Ready to cure that console uplink. Mitrian's connection is now offline.
Return to Mitrian's containment unit. See, Mitrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hopes.
I'm setting bombard. Detected.
Unleashing fragment. Unit dispatched and dismantled.
These tendrils of Astartes flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My imagination is already achieving my designs. You are fools, peasants.
Science, Mitrian.
Xenos bio.
Viridian, confirm possession of that quivering mass of computational gray matter.
The asset does not seem to have anything left to say.
Pilot, Viridian is ready for evacuation.
Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Viridian.
High beast here. This interminable storm dampens our chapter's colors. Medical ward here. Fill up on sticks. Where shall I plant this flag? Knowledge to our boats fellow with no hope. The fewer tigers in your hand. Storing vitals. Toxins to drugs. Honor our captive. This galaxy is not yours to devour. There's no me. Ready for next encounter. Resources acquired. For the Emperor! They just keep coming!
We cannot land with that burrowing abomination lurking about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances and Patreon's meddling code. Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Grant this monstrosity no quarter.
Concentrate firepower on the brakes in his chitin plate.
Stock up.
Xenos tunnel identified. Acquire a motor charge. With thermal power again clear. This is the destination. Obliterating Xenos life forms as ordered.
Place melter charges on the Xenos sunspots.